I mean, if I had given him an introduction, we'd be here till tomorrow. Let's just say he's a great guy.
Yeah! Spit that shit!
So I don't get timed because it's a sacrifice poem, so I can say shit.
Yeah!
The time gets used up, but I'm gonna start. Thank you everybody for coming. It's awesome. All the proceeds tonight go to the youth community in case you didn't get that. Parents, teachers, and girlfriends agree. I need to stop twitching my leg up and down. It's distracting. It's so distracting, but that's just part of being me. I'm full of energy, twitchy, jittery, always need to be pouring drinks down my mouth, rolling tongue, smoking some, chewing gum, and sometimes out of my arms and legs and head totally spaz out. And that's cool. It doesn't bother me. I'm full of energy. Even when I shake so much, I'm shimmery. I think constantly moving keeps me in pretty good shape. I don't believe in restless leg syndrome. Never heard of it till last year. I think a lot of modern syndromes are just excuses for Pfizer to sell pills. They slapped a label on twitchy people so they could feed them downers. Though maybe there's also something to be said for predisposition. I remember when my grandfather was still alive and we went into restaurants. He would always order his glass of water half full. Not because he was trying to illustrate some optimistic outlook on life at every meal, but because he couldn't stop his hands from shaking, and he didn't want to spill. Plagued with tremors as long as I knew him. Slight at first, Grandpa could still bullseye in the backyard beanbag toss and whittle walking sticks for our hikes through the forest and bake the most amazing Italian bread. He fought in the war but didn't like to talk about it. He'd much rather tell stories from after he got back, discovering his long-lost family in his homeland of Italy. When he got back to the States, he married my grandmother and adopted her Quaker faith. He was a pacifist, teacher, and social worker for the rest of his days. Taught sex education before it was a buzzword, mentored the youth, and mentally challenged. By the time I got here, he was a perfect grandfather. With a handsome gray beard, tall like me and smart, and he always made me feel proud of myself and gave me awkward advice for picking up girls when I was too young to understand. But maybe it's the things I don't remember that are more important than the anecdotes. I don't remember him ever getting angry or frustrated, even when the tremors got worse. He never let a day pass without laughter. Never let my grandmother feel taken for granted. Even when he shook so much, he was shimmery. He loved my grandmother with a fiery Italian passion, even as the tiny screws of Parkinson's burrowed down his spine. He loved her deeply till the day he died. So if this is the tree I was carved from, give me its grain. If this is the man I could one day be, I would gladly share his disease. For if the hand fate dealt me was one that shakes, I will hold that hand at the end of my wrist, and with joy I will drink from a cup half full and do my best to never spill.